Welcome to Secrets of the Black Dragon Grimoire, Volume 5. In this video, we are going to talk about the entire publication history of the Black Dragon Grimoire, which originally was published 135 years ago in 1887 and has been republished only in French or English a total of 7 times. Of those 7 copies, I own 5 of them in my own private collection. So the first that we would have to start off with, it was the original 1887 edition. In researching this, I found out on WorthPoint that a number of years ago, an 1887 Black Dragon in French was sold at auction for a great deal of money. And that's to a private collector, so to whom and if it still exists, I'm not sure. If you are the owner of that 1887 edition, perhaps you can make a video of it and make a reply to this. But for these purposes, what I have right here is the 1909 edition, which was released by the Bibliothèque Charconac. Also, you'll have to excuse my French, so to speak. I am not a native French speaker, so my accent and pronunciation might be off, but we are here for informational purposes only. So this second edition came out in 1909, 22 years after the original. And as far as I know, it's the oldest example of the Black Dragon in existence. The very third time that it was published was not again until 1982, this time also in French, by Editions Bossier. And I've noticed a lot of differences between this book and that and Editions Bossier. One of which is the title difference, Le Véritable Dragon Noir, whereas the original one in French is Le Dragon Noir ou les forces infernales soumises à la Homme. Infernal forces, the Black Dragon Grimoire, infernal forces subject to man. So the fourth time that it was ever published was actually in English, and this has the distinction of being the first time it was ever translated to English. And that fourth publication came out in 1994, exactly 110 years after the original publication. It was done by Dr. Robert Blanchard on behalf of International Guild of Occult Sciences. This is quite a hefty book, and it has a complete English translation, and another thing I appreciated was the entire French text at the back of the book, which Robert Blanchard's text states that he did indeed get it from the Bossier edition. The fifth time the Black Dragon was ever published was also in English. This time a new translation, but also from the Bossier edition, as it states in the book, by Michael Ciccatelli on behalf of Scarlet Imprint. This was in 2011. And one thing I like about this book, and it's called Crossed Keys. And the reason why it's called Crossed Keys is because it's an English translation of the Black Dragon, but also of the Enchiridion of Pope Leo, which is kind of important in understanding the magic of the Black Dragon, because there are certain parts of the book that you can't understand. The spells are incomplete, or the incantations, if you don't have the reference point that it's talking about in the Enchiridion. So this actually has both books. And in their English translation of the Black Dragon, they actually corrected some of the sigils that were mirrored. Although at the back of the book and in the appendix, they gave the original sigils as were given in the Bossier edition, where he also got his from. There were 2 other times that the Black Dragon was published, in 2013 by a company called French and European Editions, and it's an exact. I don't have it here, but I've been able to examine it before, and it's an exact copy of Le Véritable Dragon Noir, published by Editions Bossier in 1982. It's a glossy paperback. Usually goes for like $25 on Amazon or eBay. And again, in 2017, Le Véritable Dragon Noir, although they added ou les forces infernales soumises la Homme, like the original editions, came out in 2017 by Unicursal Publications, this time also in French. And those are the 7 times that the Black Dragon Grimoire has ever been published or set to paper.